years, there have been several award-winning movies and TV shows with one major theme in common. That theme is dissociative identity disorder. And three examples include the movie Sybil, Three Faces of Eve, and the TV show United States of Terra. Also, there have been several books, and dissociative identity disorder, abbreviated as DID, has been featured in many TV shows such as Criminal Minds, Psych, and Law & Order SVU. Of course, these examples are made for entertainment and are not completely accurate. So today I will explain what DID is, what alters are, and how it is treated. Dissociative identity disorder, more commonly known as multiple personality disorder until a few years ago, is a dissociative disorder involving a disturbance of identity in which two or more separate and distinct personality states or identities control a person's behavior at a specific time. It's basically like there's one person and then multiple people inside that one person. They're all different and don't usually know that the others exist. The usual cause of this extremely unusual phenomena is a childhood trauma of some sort. DID can be caused by neglect or physical, sexual, or emotional abuse. For victims of these circumstances, developing DID is a coping mechanism. It distances them from the trauma and stores memories in a place where it's like it never happened. And that's because one of the other identities takes over, which brings me to my second point, alters. The other personalities created by dissociation are called alters, which a single person can have many of. The average number is about 10, but a person can have as many as 100. It's more common for women to develop DID, and they usually have more alters than men. These separate personalities can differ drastically. Some can be timid, like a child, and others can be hostile and potentially dangerous to themselves or others. When an alter is in control, the dominant person has no idea what's going on. The entire time it's just a blank, which brings us to the symptoms of amnesia or loss of time. Also, alters can differ physically as well, with the need for prescription eyeglasses, allergies, or right or left-handedness. Finally, we come to treatment for DID. Treatment for DID consists primarily of psychotherapy with hypnosis. Some people don't always respond to hypnosis, so I don't know what they do there, but something. During a session, the therapist seeks to make contact with as many alters as possible in order to determine the ultimate cause of the dissociation and try to achieve the main goal of the treatment, which is breakdown of the separate identities and their unification into one single identity. This is called integration, and it isn't always achieved, and even if it is, a patient can regress and the alters can come back. There are a variety of symptoms children with DID might have, but it is very difficult to diagnose someone with DID. Often children are mistakenly diagnosed with schizophrenia, and it's even more difficult to diagnose an adult with DID. In conclusion, dissociative identity disorder is a state in which a person has two or more identities, called alters, is caused by trauma, is difficult to diagnose in both children and adults, but can be treated. I hope that now you have a better understanding of what DID is, how it's caused, and how it's treated. Thank you for listening, and I also have two examples, but I don't know if we'll be allowed to use or watch them. And some of my sources include the National Alliance on Mental Illness and www.aamft.org, which I missed an A, and an article on socrates.berkeley.edu and womenshealth.gov.
How long are they?
One is 3 minutes and the other is 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, we don't have time.
So, any questions? Yeah?
Do you know of any recent, serial killers that have this disorder?
I don't know of any recent serial killers that have this disorder, and I don't think they usually become serial killers, but I mean, it could happen. article, I'm not sure if it's right or not, it said that approximately 1% of the population has DID.